I was starting to say before the phone interrupted me. I left the house, had breakfast at 7:30 in the morning, and then I was in a rush to get from Penn Station to Grand Central, and I didn't get a chance to eat. And then Brewster didn't look like it had too much, so I stopped in Hopewell Junction and accidentally ordered a pizza. I thought I was ordering a platter. So then when the guy brought it out and put the pizza down in front of me, I was like, oh no. I felt totally bad and didn't want to send it back because he just made the whole thing. Wasn't even a basic pizza, it was a specialty. It was a bacon chicken ranch whole pizza. I was like, no way. So I had almost 3 whole slices of a 6-slice pie. And I got the remaining 3 leftover slices in a paper bag on my back rack, which I don't think is going to work out because that stuff's not going to stay fresh. I'm going to have to throw it out. Oh well. I think there were a couple of portions of the trail that I forgot to record. Just a couple of, when I got back on the trail in Hopewell, I totally forgot to start recording. After about 100 feet I realized that I didn't record, so you didn't miss too much. Between when I arrived and turned off to go into town and this and that, you could see the portion that I forgot to record just in the distance a little bit. No big deal. Basically, I did not record the parking lot for that portion of the trail. Alright, so I guess the mile posts count to and from Hopewell Junction. Thankfully, they don't all lead to terminus. Otherwise, I might be butchered by a cannibal. That girl went far. Fast. So the problem I seem to be having now is that those 3 slices of pizza that I accidentally ordered were salty. So now I'm finding myself extremely thirsty, dry mouth. But I filled up my water bottles at CVS. Put some ice in this cup at the pizzeria. I should have asked them for another cup of ice to dump in the other water bottle. But by the time I got to it, it probably would have melted anyway. I hope you are... Shit. Ah, chipmunk. Brave little guy, just sitting there chewing on something. That guy's kamikaze running across in front of me. A kamikaze chipmunk. That was nice, a little bird house on a post on the right. But yeah, really, I hope you guys are enjoying this ride. I'm a little tired, hot. I can see the sunburn coming out of my arms already. But overall, I am enjoying this. This portion of the trail seems much more shaded, excuse me, than the other portion, than the first 25 miles I was on, which this is great. I mean, I just put suntan lotion on. And I'm sure there'll be some parts where I'm in the sun for extended periods of time again. This is just a short portion. But yeah, the shade feels nice. That's a little portion for some adventurous guys with mountain bikes, or it's an ATV perch for the sheriff on an ATV. He can catch speeding cyclists. You go by him too fast, he comes flying down that hill and catches you. This is a pretty little garden for the memory of somebody. I'm liking this Dutchess County Trail. It's got benches. Michael Callahan. Oh my goodness, this when I plug in my GoPro later on tonight, it's going to take like a day and a half to transfer all these files. Unless I do it on the computer. But that's a pain in the butt. Much easier just Wi-Fi transferring them right to the cloud if you got the GoPro subscription. I was a little hesitant to commit to that at first, but you get discounts on accessories, and you get the free unlimited, well, you get the included unlimited cloud to upload all your stuff from your GoPro camera. And I haven't tried it yet, but I think you might even be able to upload stuff that you recorded on any camera. You do that through the computer though. To upload it directly from the camera. Dutchess Rail Trail parking. Oh, you gotta stop. These 3 slices of pizza that I got left over. What am I gonna do with them? It's a big porta potty. Oh my goodness. Rail trail parking. To the left. I guess you just go through the bushes. Oh no, there's a little dirt exit from the trail. I forget what I was talking about. Looks like we got a little incline coming up. Alright, what roadway is this that we're crossing here? It's an interstate that we're crossing. Are we crossing 87? See, this is the kind of hill I was talking about before. It's nice. You can see the end of it. And you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Burning off that pizza. Oop, I gotta watch where I'm going. I just ran into a low-hanging branch. Does anybody else, while they're riding, sometimes look down at their pedals just to watch their feet move and the action of the chain and the gears and the whole driving mechanism of the bike? Oh, moly. Alright, we're going downhill. I'm good at that. Maybe I should have gone down there. Nobody's coming from behind or in front. Here we go. Probably the fastest speed today. Take advantage of this momentum. Yeah. I'm losing some momentum. A little creek. A little bumpy. Bumpy. Donkey. Bumpy. Can I fill up my water in there? No. That's something I'm noticing about this whole trail system so far. They got a couple of parking areas with porta potties, but I haven't seen any spots to fill up water bottles. So I filled up at CVS back in Hopewell Junction. 1,700 liters of water. And I already drank about half of one bottle. Drank more than that because I filled the bottle, topped it off with ice twice while I was at the pizzeria. Wow, this guy's rollerblading on the trail. That's some cojones. I give you credit for going up the hills on those skates. Going down on skates though is fun. Down a hill. I remember when I was in high school and middle school. Yeah, middle school and high school. Middle school is probably when I started to rollerblade. And then, yeah, one of my other friends picked it up, and he got pretty good at it. We never really did like stunts or anything like that, and I don't think that skate parks were a thing yet. But we just enjoyed skating around the neighborhood. It's nice somebody let their dog pinch a loaf on the trail and didn't pick it up right in the middle. Why do people do that? Pick up after your dog. So yeah, we used to, this guy Mike, we called him Blockbuster Mike because he used to work at Blockbuster Video, which is an old store, a chain of stores where you used to be able to rent movies and video games. And they even went as far as renting out the video game systems and VCRs. Video cassette recorders. I'm sure that term does not ring a bell for some of the younger folks out there. The VCR to them is like a phonograph or a record for my generation. Although records seem to have made a little bit of a comeback. I remember for a while it seemed like they were going to discontinue record players and music production recorded onto records, but I guess there was enough demand to kick it back into gear, and as far as I know, they're producing select albums on vinyl again, and you can still purchase record players. That's a big outhouse. Why don't they put the outhouses in the shade? They like cooking them so that they stink more. Come on, bro. Nobody likes pooping in a hot outhouse. Downhill and then uphill. Thank you. She might have gotten there first, but she did kind of hesitate and seemed to let me go. So I'll take it. I'm surprised. I thought the pizza was going to bog me down, but I don't feel that bad. I feel pretty good. I guess my legs are loose from doing 25 miles already. Plus now the last 4 or so that I've been on. Patrolled by sheriffs on ATVs. I'll stop if it's Sheriff Woody. Might be one of those blanket statement things though. I know on the on Long Island we got parkways, kind of like a highway, but no trucks allowed or buses, and some of them have signs posted that speed is enforced by police aircraft, and I've lived on Long Island my whole life. I saw her getting her bike ready at the parking lot. She's fast. Anyway, I've never seen police aircraft enforcing speeds on our parkways. Seems like the only time they get a helicopter involved is during a high-speed pursuit of like a murder suspect or something, or somebody guilty of something really bad, murder or theft of like grand theft auto, especially stealing a fancy car. Man, that girl's going fast. Wappinger Falls. This is nice. Hi. Let me tell you, this seat that I put on the bike is an old seat that I transferred over from an old bike that was handed down to me by my father-in-law. But I'm telling you, this seat is way more comfortable than the stock Brompton seat that I had. I've done about 30 miles so far, and I feel my booty feels fine. No, a couple birds. There must be like predatory birds around here eating the little birds. There's little parts of birds back there on the trail. And this isn't a highway with cars. I can't imagine a cyclist striking a bird and, you know, the cyclist would probably fare worse than the bird. It'd be like Fabio striking the bird when he was riding that roller coaster front row. Ooh, that was a mess.
And
is that an Ohio accent? And
you're welcome. Hi.
hello. Those guys were colorful. They had some bright riding outfits on. I looked down for a second at my handlebar mount and saw that my GoPro wasn't there. For a moment I had a brain fart and I got momentarily upset. I gasped to myself, where'd it go? I forget that I'm wearing the chest mount. "5 miles away from Hopewell Junction." I wonder how far, what the radius is for counting. This has been nice. I've been in the shade for the most part since Hopewell Junction. Ugh. Alright, their pavement's not as fresh though as the what was the other county that I came out of? A cardinal and a red-winged blackbird. Nope, not a junco maybe? Or starling? What was the other county that I was in? Oh, whatever. From Brewster up to Hopewell Junction, the pavement was real nice and fresh. Back there though, I felt like there was some roots starting to push through, making the root ripples. There's a wonderful trail back on Long Island that runs from Merrick Road Massapequa, up through the Massapequa Preserve, then along the Bethpage State Parkway to Bethpage State Park, and then it continues north from Bethpage State Park through a little bit of the golf course area, then like northern Bethpage, and then up to Plainview. That's a nice trail. The scenery is amazing, especially for Long Island. You think of Long Island as this densely populated, fully maxed out island of suburbs. And some places are pretty busy, but this trail, the Bethpage State Parkway Trail, the Massapequa Preserve Trail, it runs pretty much uninterrupted by roadways. There's minimal interference from traffic, and it's a beautiful ride. There's a stream that runs along a good portion of it. There's some portions of it, there's people's backyards up a couple of meters from the edge of the park. But the pavement's quite a few years old now, and there are some portions of it that are very, very compromised by tree roots. And when you're riding a little bike like this with 16-inch tires and very high pressure PSI, you feel every bump, and it's almost painful to ride that trail. So if you ride that trail, you want to do it on a larger bike with like 26, 27, 28-inch wheels with fat tires. It's a nice trail though. The scenery is remarkable. Maybe I'll do a ride on that once just to get some footage of it. Where did I run over? I hear it clicking in my... in my treads. Alright, this tank's almost on E. Hello. 6 miles. What's this? An estate? Wait a second. Oh. 525. Alright, that makes sense. I might not get to Poughkeepsie until like 7 o'clock. And by then it might be too late to scurry across to New Paltz. My brother-in-law lives north of New Paltz. He used to live in New Paltz. So the wife and I would stop by usually once a year, either on the way up north to Lake George or on the way back south coming home, or sometimes both directions we'd stop. She's very close to her brother, but they live far enough away where they don't get to see each other frequently. And I do feel bad about that. I do wish they could see each other more often. I also wish I had a higher handlebar so I could sit up a little more. That's why I got the H handlebar arrangement. And why are these two like flanking the trail?
I saw one stand, you know, in that big shopping mall.
They're social distancing with each other. Ah, it's a warehouse or something. So my buddy Gianni, Brompton Traveler, that's his YouTube channel. Check it out. I don't know how he holds a selfie stick while he's riding uphill. Holy moly. That guy goes on some great bike trips though. On his Brompton folding bike. It's really cool, check it out. Shit, I might not sleep well tonight. You know what? Yeah. I'm just thinking to myself, a little bit out loud. Ugh, almost lost my hat. When I ride fast like that, I want to hear the music that was playing in Back to the Future 3 when Marty went back and ended up running into that group of Indians being chased by the cavalry. I do feel like I'm charging into battle when I'm coming down the hill full tilt. I made it. Not two batteries. 25 miles. Hello. Seven miles from Hopewell Junction. Not bad. When did I leave? Like 5? That's pretty good. Is that about 12 miles an hour? Average? Another chipmunk running across the trail. Yeah, so going back to the mounting options for the bike, they both have their advantages. And they both have their disadvantages. The advantage to the chest mount is it gives a higher perspective, and personally I think it's cool having this view here with the handlebars visible and the cyclist's arms and hands. I think it's a cool perspective. Plus, you just get the sound of the independent sound of the ride. Just as long as the cyclist that's hosting doesn't talk too much. That's a jab at myself. Anyway. The downside is, and it's not so much, it doesn't come through on the video, but especially on a hot day like today, I got this sweat ring around my back and my chest and over my shoulders where the straps for this bike mount rest on my skin. And that's a little uncomfortable. So I think those are all the ups and downs of the chest mount. Now the pros of the handlebar mount is you're not wearing anything. So your body could breathe much better. The downside is that all the sound of the bike transfers right into the camera. And it's a lower perspective. And yeah, stuff like that. So overall, I do prefer the chest mount, despite its downsides. Hi. 8 miles. 5:35. Doing all right. All right. Hello. Sorry if I'm bumping the camera with the water bottle. So far it's a 3 water bottle trip. Or 3.5 because I drank like half a bottle back at the pizzeria. Old Manchester Road. What's with these parking areas and no water fountains, bro? Killing me. Maybe if it was New Manchester Road. A little disappointing with that. One road bridge, a stream bridge, and then another road bridge. Poughkeepsie Racing. Poughkeepsie Raceway. So is this Old Manchester Road? I gotta clean off my seat post. Because my seat does seem to settle a little bit. Moriarty Physical Therapy. Sean, if you're watching this, I feel like my arms are going to be sunburnt the way that your head was on that epic trip to Philly. Looking for the SS United States. That was like an epic sunburn. And it looks like I'm not too far off here. Some geese on the trail. I haven't seen that yet today. You guys keeping cool? Ugh. You guys are crapping everywhere. Ugh. Wow. Nice swamp. I'm getting tennis elbow. Wow, that's some fancy power station. I'm in the yellow on the battery. I'm not sure if that's 40% warning. Hopefully I got a little ways to go. I'll go for like another 15 minutes and then maybe I'll stop. I did want to make it a full hour outside of Hopewell Junction, but if I gotta swap batteries, then I gotta stop sooner. Plus I'm all out of water on water bottle number 1. Water bottle number 2 is tied up in the tea bag, and that's not so easy to reach down and handle while in motion. Almost 10 miles outside of Hopewell Junction. That's pretty good. It's interesting though, like there were so many like open spaces on the other county trail, the southern portion of my leg, and it's all like heavily wooded around here. Alright, finally, an outhouse in the shade. Maybe I'll stop at the 10-mile mark and swap water bottles. Give the camera a little breather. Stay down. There's milepost 10. Let me stop and swap real quick.